the channel for games, guides, and glitches. If you're a developer or publisher, feel free to contact me at the email, and to my regular viewers, please remember to subscribe, it really helps me out. Suddenfall here with a guide for Garten of Banban VII, or VII, depending on what you want to call it. So as we've been doing with all the Garten of Banbans, hit A to skip through this section quickly. So when we load up, we're going to be in this area here. Bring your drone over like so, and then hit the button here. Then we can get it to hit this button, and this will allow us to hit this TV, which will give us a cutscene. We just have to watch it, and then they will give us a keycard afterwards.
A facility-wide code breach has been issued. The following media is to be watched by all employees. Welcome to the Employee Survival Guide, Case 8. The spider. Keeping your limbs intact is our top priority. This is only achievable if you know what to do in the scenario of Case 8, breaching containment. Knowledge is your weapon. Step 1. Don't be a hero. Case 8 is stronger, faster, and more aggressive than you could ever hope to be. Don't try to fight Case 8. It won't end well for you. And remember, you won't look any better for your office crush as a mangled mess. If you suspect that Case 8 is stalking you, locate the nearest surface that you can hide under. Case 8 is highly agile and can attack from any angle, including above you. If hiding is not an option, cause as much noise as possible. Step 3. Contact the emergency services. At the first sign of Case 8's presence, contact the reclamation team. They will be immediately dispatched to your location. Step 4. Understand your liabilities. The safety of Case 8 is important to us. If you use lethal force against Case 8, in self-defense or otherwise, you will be obligated to compensate us as per your contract. The reclamation team is trained to handle breaches. Let them deal with it. You are encouraged to work in groups that are no smaller than 2. Employees discovered to have given up their co-workers' lives to save theirs will be harshly punished. Selfishness is the #1 enemy of a healthy work environment. And with that, we conclude this safety guide.
And with that, we can get the keycard that will pop out of here.
Keep a wider eye on the ceiling.
Now we head back to where we came from, and this guy will fall down. And now we can actually head out of this area. So go up these stairs and click on this switch, and we can continue on. We want to head down onto this little platform. We want to head right, collect the lighter, and then we can head left, and then left again. And then we can collect the tape. And then we can head left one more time. Head up the stairs. Hit the switch over here. And then we want to go over to this barrel. As you can see, Nab Nab is over there, or Banbaleena, I'm not sure which from this distance. Just hit A to tape it in, and then once you see the smoke, you need to hit the switch here. It could be a little bit tricky to get the angle. Once you get the angle, back away, and then go left again. That'll drop down to investigate it. And that takes them out. So yeah, and then we can go back to where we're at, and we can open this door. And then we can race through here. Jump over the boxes, jump on top of the train parts, and continue on. And we just have to go up here and open the door. And then go through. Once we go to the other side, it will activate the cutscene, and then after that we will be in a different area. If we walk backwards, we can actually see when the guy comes to attack us.
Do you humans ever get easier to look at? The limitations of your bodies disgust me. Grab me the scissors. At this very moment, you might think of yourself as unlucky, but I am here to tell you that you are actually privileged. Privileged to be part of my operations. You'll die as part of something greater than yourself. Not some loser that nobody will remember. Those aren't the scissors. How many times do I have to keep between hammers and scissors? You useless waste of resources. You think titanium grows on trees? Well, you're getting repurposed.
So after the cutscene, we will wake up in the bed, and now we just have to plan our escape. So on the table will be a keycard. We want to grab the keycard, and then we can head out this door. Hit the switch here to turn on the light, and then come across and hit this switch to turn on this light. Then head back to where we were and grab the lollipop here. And then we can turn around and go to this door here, now that the light's on, and open it. There'll be a piece of paper on a chair we can collect, and a hammer. So we want to go back to where we originally were, but before we get there fully, take these planks down. Then we can go over here and give this guy a lollipop, and if you watch, he'll throw some rope over. So I can grab that rope. Now the best way to do this is to go past the doors first and then hit the rope. Otherwise you've got to dodge it twice. Open this door and then just run and jump over the rope and wait. If you get caught in the rope, you will die.
Now, you slimy patient! Kill it! Fine, you got me. Kill it and I'll let you go.
And it gives you the opportunity, push A on the slime, and then we can go down this way, and to the left, click on this, that'll get you an achievement. And then we just have to wait for this dialogue to be over before we can do anything else.
The choice to volunteer for me will always be available. I implore you to consider the opportunity. In any case, we have much more important matters to discuss. Follow me. A friend of mine and yours filled me in on most of the action that happened on the floors above. They mentioned a nosy human parent being involved. Sound familiar? Listen, I was trusted with the final piece of the scepter, and I do not plan on breaking this trust. And to achieve that, I need your help. Look at the destruction around you. This was all done with an incomplete scepter, in a matter of seconds. A full scepter in the hands of Dadadu is the guaranteed death of all of us. Let's make sure it doesn't come to that. And luck might just be on our side. I imagine that at this point you're familiar with this green specimen of incredible size and strength drawn on the board. It attacked our city a few hours ago. Most likely because it's either too scared to stay in the dark, or because the naughty ones and Sir Dadadu aren't leaving it alone. And how are we lucky that we got attacked, you ask? My plan just happens to involve recapturing the green gorilla and using it to fight Sir Dadadu's army and reclaim the scepter to its rightful owners. Problem is, the green gorilla has vanished after the attack, and I've been trying to find it since. And it's too dumb for Dadadu's powers to work on it, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's just a matter of finding this beast, imprisoning it, and releasing it when the time is right. Oh, that reminds me. I have just a thing for you. Let's see what my assistants have prepared for us.
So when he says, let's see what my assistants have prepared, just follow him and wait for this to elevator to lift up, and it will give us a item, which is the, once it's arrived, which is the Mark II remote.
I introduce to you Remote 2.0, a name I totally didn't make on the spot. Take it. It's all yours. Oh, I see a pathetic piece of equipment like your old remote.
Summon your drone.
And the tinkerer inside me goes crazy. Let's put it to the test.
And then click on this one that lets you.
Control panel over there?
I'm really not a fan of this, but
it's
what we have to do, unfortunately.
This new remote will act like a password. It'll give you access to the control panels. Of course, you can still use it the old-fashioned way, but some situations will require you to view things from a different perspective. There's a big button on the opposite side of this wall. Let's see if you can hit it while you maneuver your drone.
So you have to turn the drone around, and the annoying thing about this is it's not in a 3D perspective, so you can't actually see where your drone is, and if you hit something, it generally will reset you. There are instances where I got away with a hit or two here, but most of the time it would reset you. So we want to take it outside to hit this button here.
Well, that wasn't too hard,
and then we can head to the spot
Well,
here where
too
we will
bad.
need to have
That's
a
your
conversation
problem.
with him for
We'd
another
better get to
achievement.
finding that green gorilla. I have no idea what Sir Dadadu's planning, but something tells me it ain't pretty. There's a witness waiting for me on one of the streets, and I've got a mess that I gotta clean up thanks to you. Why don't you go talk to them instead? I told them I might not come myself anyway, and instead send someone, so they'll talk to you. The city is lit up, so it should be safe from the naughty ones.
So you just want to hit A on syringeon
should have
and keep
seen
asking him
Dadadu
for
in his
advice or
That guy
talking to
had
him,
ambition
whichever you want to
and
classify it
dedication
as.
that I've yet to see
And
tested.
eventually you'll get an achievement,
What your
and then we can
kind
continue on.
has done to him and us. It forced him to dedicate all that potential to try and eradicate those that created him. Now, to ease your nerves, I don't think he's after you. He's after those that betrayed him, which includes me. Now, if only we weren't such cowards when we were caught and actually stood by him, maybe we would have been victorious. The scepter was first given to the Queen as some meaningless prop, to help her settle better into her role, you know? All those extra features, like being able to take control of the brain component of those around you, is the work of a very talented surgeon and technician who is too humble to name himself. When the heart-shaped end of the scepter touches a Givanium-based body, the scepter acts as a vessel and transfers and prints a genetic code of the scepter holder into the receiver's brain component. This allows these bodies to receive commands only from whoever takes control of it. Now, we don't all have a transferable genetic code, but Sir Dadadu and the Queen do. Now, wait. This is confidential information. I cannot tell you any more. Our mutual friend told me that Sir Dadadu escaped because Bittergiggle made the Queen laugh. Next time you see him, you tell him his jokes suck. That's how you really hurt him. I recall asking you to find Jumbo Josh, not stand here and make friends with me.
And now we got our achievement. There'll be a piece of paper on this table we can collect. And then we can open up this door. And we can continue on. And down the steps. And to our right, just past the statue, will be another piece of paper in the dark right here. So we want to go back to this path here and follow it. Then we want to head right. Keep going straight and turn left at the end here. You can interact with this switch for a little gag where they'll dance in front of Kittysaurus. We'll go straight here and talk to this guy. He'll want a piece of paper. The piece of paper is just here, so just wait till the game allows you to pick it up, and then we can hand it into him.
What happened to this city? He must just be hiring anybody now. Fine, I'll stoop down to your level. I've seen what the monster that attacked the city looked like, but I don't know where they went. I'll draw a picture of them for you, if you could just bring me something to draw on. A gift from myself to the mayor for all he's done to us. This'll do. This is the best I can do, and don't ask for another one. I don't draw duplicates. Not for your kind. Go to the bar and ask around with this photo. They'll have somebody more intelligent than you on the case.
Get the picture of him, and then we can head to the next location. Head straight down here, and to the left. Open the gate, and then head to the right. Summon your drone, and grab the hat that's here. Then we can interact with this. Now this is a little bit tricky, like I said, because if you go out of bounds as well, you can get reset. But we have to go around. And then smash this glass. And then we have to hit that button very carefully while we're maneuvering inside here. Once you do that, we can exit out of the drone's view. We can go up the stairs and hit the button to let ourselves in. We want to get the drone over to the other side where that door is. Because there is another button in here. Can be a little bit finicky since it's such a confined area. But once you get the drone in, there's a piece of paper right here we can collect. And then we can hit this switch here. This will open this door and we can head downstairs. On the left of the bar at the end there's another hat. So make sure you grab that. And then we can head this way. And there'll be a blue key card in front of this door. Now we can head back upstairs. And open this door. Collect the little token that's inside on the poker table. And then we can head down and talk to the guy at the bar. Give him the item.
Interesting. I believe it. Did you need something?
And now give him the photo. And now we can wait here because the barricade to go into that door there.
Head to the back and I'll have the door open for you.
And now we can go through and around the corner and you'll find it's Sheriff's Toadster. Behind him is a piece of paper you can collect.
Personal bodyguard to some bounty hunter living in an alley. What a humiliating downgrade.
Now we just have to wait for the conversation to be over and we can collect this
The naughty
key
one's got
card.
her. I think I'm staring at my worst nightmare. A world ruled by criminals and lawbreakers while the helpless heroes hide in fear. I would say we're back where we started, but it's worse than that. For all we know, everyone that you don't see around here is either dead or brain dead. The mayor has you on that ridiculous planet using the green gorilla against Sir Dadadoo too? You're on your own on this one. It's impossible to pull it off without fake broccoli. And I'm all out of fake broccoli. We got someone in one of the apartment buildings claiming they have very valuable information about the whereabouts of the green gorilla. This red key card will give you access to said apartment building. Wouldn't hurt to see what they got.
Grab the key card,
Your con was robbed
and then we
transfer
can head
me
to the
down
door.
here.
We can't go through it because of an invisible
I
barrier,
belong in
so
some
just wait till the
forgotten alley
conversation's
next to all
over.
the garbage and carton boxes. Ain't any more useful than they are.
And then we can head to the exit here. Hit the switch, and we can leave. We want to go down the alley on the right there. And then come out the left here. Hit the switch to go into the motel. And we're going to go into the first room on the right. So hit the switch just here. And inside will be the bucket hat, which is the last hat. And all the hat collectibles.
Простите, кто вы
And the toilet
такой?
there. And that'll get you the achievement.
Простите, кто вы
Fashionable
такой?
companion. So, with this guy asking us who we are, we have to sit here
Простите,
and
кто
let
вы
him do it
такой?
20 times. And after the 20th time, we will get
Простите,
another achievement.
кто вы такой? Простите, 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 кто вы такой?
So as you can see here, we'll get who are
Кто
you?
вы
Who
такой?
am I? Now we have to go upstairs. And then open this door. And this will start another conversation with this guy, telling us about the guy above him screaming.
Finalmente! Alguém realmente respondeu minha reclamação do
We have to wait till
barulho.
this conversation's over before we can
Que
proceed,
isso?
because as you can see there's another
Você está aqui por causa da minha reclamação do barulho? Então por que você está aqui? Ah, o monstro que atacou a cidade, né? É claro que o prefeito acha isso mais importante do que o meu conforto. O vizinho acima de mim está gritando e berrando há 1 hora! Eu não consigo me concentrar em nada! Vou te dizer uma coisa. Faça a pessoa acima de mim calar a boca e eu lhe direi o que sei. Você vai querer saber o que eu sei. Confie em mim. Agora vá. Ele está me deixando maluco!
So now we can head up these stairs. And then to the left here will be a door we can go through. And you'll hear the screaming guy. And we have to aim for the window here. Because we're going to be in a chase scene with Giggle.
Oh, I remember you. You always
I really hated this part, but I didn't do it justice. On the Xbox it's so dark. And there's nothing you can do about that. And then the timing for Giggle is not great. He can catch up to you super quick and you've got to jump over these edges. One mistake and you'll die and have to redo this section, so be very careful. I would have liked if something fell down here, so that way for this part, with the jump and the angle, we could have a little bit more time to set up, but you pretty much got to angle it straight away and jump. So this part you've got to head right, and jump up here,
Jump! I'll catch
and then
you!
jump across and hit A on his arm. You've got to aim on his arm and hit A.
I got you!
If you don't, you'll miss and you'll
This
have to restart.
Not how I
From the
imagined I'd be
beginning of the
spending my
chase scene too,
afternoon.
there's no checkpoints in between the chase scene.
Quick, let's hide
Head
inside!
inside, and on the left here will be a piece of paper, and then stand
I
to
don't
his right,
understand. All I asked you was to go talk to a witness in order for us to find the
and
whereabouts
that'll
of Jumbo
activate
Josh.
the next part.
How did that end up with you running away from a crazed bitter giggle on rooftops? Go stand in the corner to my left. And don't make any noise.
Calm down, or I will have to take legal action. Get toasted!
So for this part we can't actually leave until the cutscene's over, so we can just wait near the button if you like, or just watch them.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I deserve this. Despite everything that's going down, I can't stop thinking about this one thing. Taking time off your day to make somebody laugh. We don't cherish that nearly enough. Worst yet, I've yet to experience such a euphoric feeling. I'm always the one telling jokes, and I've yet to have someone tell me a joke. Sheriff, tell me a joke.
Okay, I'll try. Why don't animals eat jesters? 'Cause they taste funny.
I don't get it. Oh, wait. That's actually not bad at all.
Goodbye, my friend. Just leave me alone, please.
With him saying just leave me alone, we can hit the switch to open the gate here. I know it's very dark and I do apologize, it's hard to see. And that'll beat Bitter Giggle. the notified version, of course, and we can go through that gate, and then we want to head back to the hotel, because we had to deal with the guy on the second floor, if you remember, and he has a keycard for us.
Meu herói retornou! O que estava causando todo aquele barulho? Eu ouvi algumas coisas realmente estranhas. Quer saber? Eu não ligo. Tudo o que me importa é que eles estejam quietos agora. Muito obrigado! Talvez você não seja tão ruim assim.
Interestingly, I'll show this. There is actually a barricade, and the door is removed, preventing you from going back in there. The door closed on us when we were in that, so it should actually be closed and not wide open like it is, or missing, I'm not sure which. So we want to head out and up this way. Ignore that guy.
Kannst du bitte deine Stimme ein wenig
And we want to
senken?
open this.
Ich bin in einem Anstarrwettbewerb. Mein Gegner ist viel stärker, als ich erwartet habe.
And then we have to head this way and collect this paper. And then it'll be your favorite jellyfish, and he's going to put us in one of those memories, so when we get out of
Can't
it,
say I'm
I'll talk to
happy
you.
to see you alive and well. That crazy leech cannot turn me into one of his minions, but it is still dangerous for me to wander out there. I want you to think of the amount of terror that the children would feel at the sight of even just one of these naughty ones. These mindless animals that hate nothing more than they hate humans. At this point, I would not eliminate the possibility that they found where I've hid the children. It is your actions that have even made this a possibility in the first place. It's all your fault. Regardless, there is another thing I want to show you. It sure looks like you need it.
What's the plan now, Stinger?
I guess the same as always. We continue this forsaken journey to the beach.
We're in the middle of the air, so how exactly are we gonna do that?
I do not know.
Okay, sheesh, relax. It was just a question.
I apologize. I am just tired of all of this.
Tired of what?
Tired of everything. There is no point, Banban.
What?
I failed to locate a point in doing any of it. And I failed to locate an end in sight.
What's gotten into you? Why are you so negative all of a sudden?
Maybe it's time we abandon this plan. I mean, how did we end up flying over a sea of Jivanium instead of an actual sea?
Okay, that's it. Maybe you should let the captain fly the plane if this is your mentality. What are you doing?
I am finished with your constant battling. It is always a mistake to start a conversation with you. Stay back, we're gonna crash. You need to stop. Are you out of your non-existent mind?
I will state a pre-warning here that I got softlocked twice playing this game. For this part, after Stinger Flynn's memory, for some reason it didn't activate the other checkpoints, which can really mess with your save, so just be very careful. But collect the piece of paper again, and then behind us will be the ticket, so we can go into the theater.
Déjame ver eso.
When we go into the theater, we have to collect a piece of paper. This one is
Te dirigías al
missable,
único
and
auditorio
basically
que no
will
está
lock you out of
bloqueado.
it if you don't get it now.
Espero que
Any
odies
others
tu
that you
tiempo aquí.
don't get when I show you them, you can get later, but this one
Humano
you have to get
asqueroso.
now, and this is really the only opportunity, and it's right here. So we have to head down and into the theater and talk to a guy. So open the doors, and then we can head inside and go downstairs and talk to him.
Fellow appreciator
Once the
of
conversation
fine
starts,
art,
we can
are
head back upstairs because
What's that?
we can actually
You're
beat
only
it,
here for the collar.
and
No.
we don't
I
have
don't
to worry about
appreciate your fine
a
art
visible
when I see
barrier
it.
for a change, and
But
go to the
something's not
furthest
right.
part of the
It won't
objective to
start
collect.
play. Tell you what, you help me get
So
the
right
play
here will
going,
be the first
the
object
collar
we
will be
need.
yours to take.
When it lets us grab it,
I think it might be
near the
that the
Flumbo and
headlights are
Friends
on. Did you figure out
poster.
why?
So now we can grab that one, turn around, and you'll see the next one right here, near the Lick of 78 poster. There's nothing near these two. There'll be one right here. There's one right here. And then down here, there'll be one here. So you want to click on this slot, and this slot, and then we head to the other side. Click the one here, and then hit the 3 slots again. And then we can go back up and talk to the guy.
Perfect. But there's one more thing. This is precisely
This
my
time we'll have an
568th
invisible barrier,
time
so we
watching
can't
this
actually do
play.
anything yet
And I
until
feel
the
it could be made a little
conversation's
better.
over.
It's time to put my own twist on things. I'm preparing for the show of a lifetime. And for that, we need some exclusive material. The hard part's done. Now, it's a matter of, oh wait, we got something. The delivery is here. They should have dropped it off by the main entrance. Can you go grab it? It'll be worth your while. I promise you.
Once we can finally get through, we can run down to the end of the hallway where there'll be a mascot basically that we have to move all the way to the other end. You can just hit A on it and it'll auto move. Cool thing is if you stand in front of it, you can actually get pushed inside. It's inside it, which is interesting. You can basically go up to the entrance where we entered and wait there for it to show up. You don't have to do anything else other than interact with it the first time. Once it stops, we can interact with it again, and a second time to move it forward. Here and interact with it 3 times till it falls down, and then we can go talk to the guy again to start the play. Takes a little bit before it lets you interact with him.
Collar is yours to take, but you must stay and watch the play with me. It's only right that you do. A bounty hunter friend of mine managed to impale the green gorilla with a tracker. His proximity collar will beep faster once you're close enough. If only the foolish populace of this dreadful city would appreciate these things like you and I. I learned from the great anteater themselves. Now let us enjoy this.
Grab the
Play can now commence, and it's all thanks to you.
grab the tracker, and you can watch the show if you want. Unfortunately, there's another barrier, so we do have to watch it for a certain point.
This is a
But
story
once you
about a
see the
man named
birds
Jonathan
jump out, we
with
can
an S.
head out of the theater very
A
quickly.
man so dedicated to uniting 2 star-crossed loverbirds, he was willing to give up everything to see it happen. This is the story of Jonathan with an S. Hey!
Hey, Jonathan!
I have a gift for you. You're going to like it, but you have to promise me to take it as far away from here as you possibly can before you open it.
I love gifts, but can you please give me a hint as to what's inside?
I can't. It wouldn't be a surprise if I do that. I have a gift for you. You're going to like it, but you have to promise me to take it as far away from here as you possibly can before you open it. Wait, did I already say that line?
What was that? If this is another one of your tricks, Jonathan, I'll have you arrested.
It is indeed one of my tricks. You and everyone else will pay for what you've done to the poor birds of the town. Run!
Once this barrier disappears, we can run out of the theater. This is why it will stay locked behind us. So we want to head straight. To the left.
Kannst du bitte deine Stimme ein wenig senken? Ich
Once we
bin in
get
einem
past the motel,
Anstarrwettbewerb.
say
Mein
left
Gegner
here,
ist viel stärker als ich erwartet habe.
and straight ahead to this building that says tools. And then we're gonna get our first minigame coming up with Banbaleena. See, this is the area we want to go in, but we haven't got the keycard, so we have to go into the thing with Banbaleena. But before we do, I recommend turning the brightness actually down for this part. I know the game's exceptionally dark, but they had this color scheme for Banbaleena's part, and it was very difficult to tell the light pinks from the whites. So I recommend turning the brightness all the way down, so that way you can distinguish the colors better. So we can head inside here. Now the answers to the questions are actually in the pages on the desks, as you can see here. We have to hit the button, and then we have a time limit to match up
You're just in
the
time for the pop
character
exam.
with the
If you've attended class consistently, this
item
exam will be a piece of
that
cake.
goes with them.
The task is very simple. All you have to do is match the correct icons on the left screens to the correct icons on the right screens. Teamwork is everything. You are allowed to walk around and discuss the answers with your classmates. This is worth a big part of your final grade. You'd better focus. And as usual, failing will result in dire consequences. Begin!
And as you can see here, the red one, that'll be the party hats for Banban. Then we have the one with the open mouth, that's syringeon, so that'll be the stethoscope. And then the blue one, which is nab, will be the horn. Then we have the yellow one, which is slow saline, so that'll be the shell. Then we have the who are we gonna pick? The eyeball with the lightning, and then the green one goes with this darker colored beak, and then the purple one goes with these small little teeth.
Good job.
Now this is
Well, marks on
random,
the
so
first part.
your
Now, to the second
images
and
could
the
be
large
slightly
part of
different to mine, so that's why I said refer to the photos, and you'll know what's what. The black eyes, the black 3 eyes is a green bow. So we want to do syringeon first, and then we'll over here. We'll do Celine's. You've got plenty of time, so just take your time and you'll be fine. The brown one is the star for Sheriff Toadstar. The black one, as I was saying, with the 3 eyes is the green bow. Make sure you pick the green bow. We know Nab Nab, so his one's easy enough. And then the horn for Nab Nab. The half face with an eye. We just have to find the other half face, which will be green with an eye. Stinger Flynn's is the lightning, as we said, the eyeball. The brown with no eyes is the tie, because it's that leech. The purple one is the dark purple, make sure it's dark purple, is the crown. The light purple is the teeth. Just remember that. The green is the beak, the darker beak. And then the green here is the teeth. And then the white is the pink bow.
Are you cheating somehow? Your attendance doesn't really match your knowledge on the subject of the exam. I'm impressed. If there's another teacher in town that's been teaching behind my back, you should give me their name after we're done. Now, to the final and hardest part. Begin!
My teacher is Sudden Fall. He's awesome. So hopefully yep, there we go. That's the other beak. See how it's a normal yellow compared to the darker one. So we want the tie. And then we're going to pick Nab Nab again and do the horn. Pick Stinger Flynn and the lightning. Then the eyes with the green bow. Then we want the yellow and the shell. Then Banban and his hats. Then we can pick the green one for the smile, which is up the top here. Looks like the Chester cat smile. Then syringeon for the stethoscope. Then the bird with his darker beak. Then Sheriff Toadstar with his star. Just trying to find it. Then the dark purple with the crown. Then the light purple with the teeth. Then the pink with the normal colored beak. And then the white with the pink bow. And that'll get you past Banbaleena's part.
Great job, class! everyone gets an A+. C class, if you work hard, you succeed. You may all now take a break, and then we'll move on to chemistry.
Now we can go to this drawer that will open and collect the keycard, and this will let us into the building earlier that we couldn't get into. I have a little trick for inside the building that will make getting the keycard that we're about to get next a little bit easier, but it is dark. I do recommend setting your brightness back up now that we're done. I'm going to set mine back to the half. It's another thing in this game I noticed they didn't have, which is a reset to default option, which is surprising. So we want to go inside.
Oh, that's where it leads.
After this conversation,
I sent a team of
we'll be able
bounty
to go
hunters
inside.
to check out this building earlier. Maybe that's why they never came back. Need I say what needs to be done next? As usual, my assistants have proven themselves to be completely useless, and now it is up to us to do their jobs for them. The future of everyone and everything is in all 6 of our hands. I'll stand out here and make sure nothing gets in or out. Sounds like a fair splitting of tasks to me.
Once we can actually get inside, I know it's a little bit dark, but summon your drone, and we can actually get the drone to hit the glass without doing the minigame. Send the drone over there like so, and then aim to the highest point of the glass. As you know, you can't aim on the glass, so aim to the highest point, and then aim to the lower point. I kept hitting the glass, so it kept denying me. But there we go. And this will smash the glass. The reason you want to do it now is because it saves you having to do it with the 3D view. So you gotta run and jump here, and eventually it'll let you run and jump up. This isn't actually how you're supposed to do it, but it makes it 10 times easier. Then just jump over like so, collect the key card, and then we can turn around and go this way, jump onto these barrels, jump over, and over here you can see, I'll try and lean out, the button that we'll have to hit is right on the left. There it is. So you want to hit the switch, and we can use the drone, and I hit the wall straight away, which reset me, unfortunately, so hopefully you don't do that. But we want to get it through like so, and then hit the button. Then we can get out of the drawing view, and go through, hit the switch here. We will be returning here, so there is a piece of paper in this room that I'm ignoring, because we have to come back here later anyway. Go upstairs, and I will give you a warning about this next part. You need a pen and paper and a phone to record on, possibly. Some kind of recording device. Do not get any combination wrong when attempting this, otherwise it will be a whole new playthrough that you need just to get this achievement. So we're going to activate the brain here. The first ones are going to be easy, but I still recommend writing them down. Each combination is random, so you won't get the same one as me. So the first one's just 3, just to show you what to do. And then we'll hit it again and we'll get another combination. This time it'll be a little bit, I think 4 now, but still easy-ish. Oh no, it's 3 still. It's this next combination that we want to be careful of. So the next combination we need to do is, I recommend pausing it and getting a recording device, because we're going to be doing the impossible TV combination. As you can see here, golden memory. Thankfully I am able to record, so I was able to record this little section for myself and then go through it at a very slow speed. And here's me basically writing it down and going through the footage. Once I had it all written down, I unpaused it and then started to enter the combination. You cannot get any of the combination wrong, and if you do, it'll require a whole new playthrough. So make sure you write it down correctly, and once you finish entering the combination, you will get the achievement. It's probably the most difficult achievement in the game. So you'll see this smile that comes up if you did it correctly, and then the achievement, golden memory, will pop for solving the impossible TV combination. So now you want to call your drone. We're going to set up a little bit first. I hadn't attempted to put it towards the door, so I recommend putting it on the floor instead, in front of us right here where I first put it. But I put it near the door thinking that I'd be able to go through straight away, and what it actually ended up doing was blocking the Gevanium baby or monster, I'm not sure what you want to call it. But basically we're going to get the combination wrong, and this is what happens if you get the combination wrong at any point. This is why I said you have to be very careful with this. That was me having my controller disconnect because I was still fiddling around with the code. See, it came through, and it's actually being blocked by our drone, which I didn't know because it's so damn dark. So we have to run around the table and try and time hitting the switch here, while also avoiding it without being able to really see it. It's really difficult. I really hated this part, like, I can just barely see it. So close, and doesn't give you enough time for much. initially we'll hit this button here. And the drone plays ball. And this will open a door in this room. So we can quickly go through. And we will close. And we'll have one. So we want to hit this one, and this one isn't as punishing as the other one. So if you get it wrong, it'll just give you a new combination. So it's not too bad. And we basically just have to solve this till it lets us through the door behind us. So we want to go through this door, and on the desk will be a keycard that we can collect. And then we can go through this door. I'll show you the door that we'll come back to. Unfortunately, we can't collect the keycard early to get to that door, but it's this one right here. It's going to be a bit of a pain because it is in the dark. When we do come back, a lot of the lights don't turn back on, which is really annoying, but we'll deal with it when we get to it. So hit this switch and we'll get the mapping center. So with this one we have to summon our drone, and we have to put it through that circle, and inside we'll have the solution that we're looking for to cross the path safely. So hit the button and then hit the drone, and then we want to go through and hopefully don't bump the walls. This is why I said it really needed a 3D view. It's very difficult. Once we get the right spot, we can write down the combination. If it doesn't send us back because we touched the floor. Like I said, the drone is one of the most annoying things, because you can't actually see the distance and stuff. And I don't understand why you'd give it a first person view when it's got all these things that we can't see it hitting. It should have been a third person. So here we go, we can write down the combination. Every combination will be different, so your combination will not be my combination. Once you've got the combination, you can exit out of the drone. And then we can proceed to enter the combination. I failed doing it the first time, but if you're quick enough, when you get to the next part, you can hit the switch, but before it sets up the new one, you can hit the drone, and if you hit the drone, you won't have to reset it. I was too slow and I actually waited for the map to update, so the drone is too far away, and this will happen if you do that. So if you go into the camera before it resets, you won't ever have to reset your drone once you've got it set up the first time. I do this successfully on the last one to show you, but I failed on the second one, unfortunately. Once you get to this spot, the drone will reset in the first zone for some reason instead of the second. As you can see here. Now we just have to go down. And then we can write down our combination. And thankfully I got one that's on the left and then the right, because I can show you that you can walk, once you've activated the right one, you can continue to walk on that one. So now we can enter the combination. As you can see here, you can walk over to your right on these ones to get to the furthest one. So here's where I can show you the glitch slash trick. If you click on it before it resets. As you can see there, it reset for us, and we've got the new combination, and we don't have to worry about any of the drone work, so we can just write it down and then enter it. We have to hit the button on the right. I was waiting for it to open. Gets a bit confusing between the doors that do open after you finish and the doors that don't. But we have to go upstairs. And we'll be on the roof now. So you want to go over to the bright light here. And on the desk will be a piece of paper. And then we can click on this green goo. This will collect the DNA. And then we can head over here where we can fall down. Now be very careful not to fall outside the map, because if you do you will die. I tried. Hit the switch here which will open this gate. And then we can head to syringeon. Now ignore the, unless you want to of course, him, and we can head forward. You can wait and follow him and listen to the conversation if you want, but I'm doing this for speed purposes. So we can head straight till we get to the bar and turn left. Head past this spot here. This is where syringeon will end up. We're going to go back to the start area to get the keycard I mentioned earlier that we couldn't get. So you want to head to the left here. Inside this room, hit this keycard pad, and it'll open the door and give us the keypad. And now we can head back to the starting, or the tool area we just left.
I've prepared a little contraption that might also help us with pulling this off. Sir Dadadoo won't suspect a thing. This is the golden chance. We're out here making history, and all some of us care about
So we can go ahead and go inside and go this way into the through here. Thankfully all of the lights for this part are still on. It's when we get up to the higher levels that they're not, so it gets a little bit tricky. We'll go through this door and to the right, and you'll see the open door because it has its light on, thankfully. Then we can go through here, and the door on the left here, use the keypad. This will get you the achievement Good Genes. And then inside here on the desk is the piece of paper. So you want to collect that piece of paper. Then we can leave the way we came. It's a little bit dark, so it can be a little bit tricky to see where the exit is. So we want to head down this way, back the way we came. Down the stairs. And right here will be the last piece of paper. And that'll get you the reader achievement for reading all notes. And then we can head back to where syringeon is once we leave. And then we can talk to him to activate the next part. Once you talk to syringeon, just jump into the box behind you, because he will tell us to do that anyway. And we just have to wait for all this cutscenes to end.
Alright, I've laced this scepter piece with the modified version of the sample you had. It's so potent that even the Queen can smell it from all the way up there, if she's even still capable of smelling. Ready? Brace yourself. I don't know how this is going to go. Dadadoo! You win! The scepter piece is yours! Maybe it was too obvious? We meet again, old friend.
Last I recall, friends didn't imprison each other.
You have every right to be mad at us. I would be too. But you have to understand that we were forced to do what we did.
Here is what truly happened. Our plan failed, and all of you were too cowardly to face the punishment. So you took the easy way out, and made me pay alone for all of us. Nothing you could say or do will be enough to make up for all of these cold nights I had spent inside of that pouch. I can't describe how good it feels to see you all cowering in fear of me.
Destroy the old you before it destroys you. Isn't that what you used to tell us? And it worked. You gave us all hope when we lost everything. You gave us something to fight for. Now I need you to do the opposite. Destroy this new you. It has this bitter outlook on life that would have never gotten us this far. By turning on each other, they win.
You were always a smooth talker, syringeon, but it's not going to work on me. I know you have a trap set up somewhere. You don't think I know you and all of your tricks? You know what? Whatever the trap may be, my army will take care of you anyway. I knew it. Javanian will be spelled. Any last words before I command my army to devour you?
Get in the box! Yeah, lad. You and your army are about to get knackered.
Maybe we can negotiate something.
No! Don't eat it!
After that, we will wake up with syringeon.
Oh, good. You're up. The plan
Hit
worked.
the switch.
But the scepter was destroyed in the process. It's better this way, if you ask me. Nobody should have that much power. Everyone that was brainwashed is back to normal now. And corpses of the naughty ones litter the streets. I don't remember the last time I felt like I wasn't scared for my life. This feels good for a change. We've been through a lot. You should rest. And when you wake up, we can discuss what we're gonna do next.
Then you can hit this switch. And inside here will be the tartar birds. And we can grab the remote control. And then when we get inside, we need to interact with the Banban.
Why does it
picture.
look like we can peel that drawing on the wall?
What's that?
That drawing on the wall. Seems like there's something behind it.
Weird. I would just leave it alone. You two should rest.
Keep hitting A on it.
I don't think that's a good idea. Who knows what could be behind it? Just leave it alone. Never play with the devil. Doctor's orders!
And congratulations on completing Banban VI. Banban VII, sorry. Been playing too many. Congrats on your 1000 G. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.